guys, welcome back. Today is going to be the first episode in my series called True Beauty. What the True Beauty series is going to be all about is it's going to be products that I was sent, and it's going to be a product that I liked enough to purchase myself, and I'm going to give away to you guys. You will never ever hear me talk about a product that I was sent that I wouldn't buy myself. So that's what this is going to be. So I'm going to get into all the giveaway details at the end of this video. First, let's showcase what today's giveaway will be. It is going to be for a PMD, which stands for Personal Microderm. So I'm going to give you a rundown of the product, what it is, what it's meant to treat, who is an ideal candidate, how to use it, and then I will get into the details of the giveaway. So just to get this out of the way, this is not sponsored. I have not been paid for this. The product was sent to me for free, but I did purchase one to give away to you guys. So basically, it's like I spent my own money on this. So this is an at-home microdermabrasion device. So first, let me address what is microdermabrasion for those that don't know. It's a cosmetic procedure in which all or part of the stratum corneum is removed during light abrasion. Hence why they call it micro for small, derm, which is skin, and abrasion is obviously abrasion. I'll get into what the stratum corneum is in a little bit if you're not sure. Microdermabrasion is used to help the appearance of sun-damaged skin, fine lines, wrinkles, to treat hyperpigmentation, which is basically skin discoloration, like for me if I had darker spots on my skin, and to reduce or remove superficial scars. This is a superficial treatment, meaning it's just on the surface. This is not something you're going to need anesthesia or numbing cream for. It's typically performed in an office in no more than an hour time, and typically you can resume daily activities immediately. You will have a little bit of pink to your skin though while it is, the blood's kind of rushed to it and you've kind of caused minor irritation. This device allows for in-home use instead of going into the dermatologist. Microdermabrasion works best on superficial lesions, meaning surface, such as fine lines, wrinkles, and age spots. Deeper lesions, like the lesion, like the scar on my face, or really deep acne scarring, is going to require a different kind of treatment. So who is a good candidate for microdermabrasion? Microdermabrasion is useful for people with dull or sallow looking skin, people with mild acne, acne discoloration, pick marks, and very superficial acne scarring. It's basically for people looking to revitalize the skin and people looking to even out skin tone and skin texture. It is not recommended for very deep wrinkles or for very deep acne scarring. Another reason you should not use this is if you're having like an active acne breakout, is that it is possible for this to open up those blemishes and to spread the bacteria on your face, which is not going to be a good thing. Typically, even if you go for microdermabrasion treatments and even if you go for like a laser resurfacing, they will not touch the skin until the acne situation has cleared up and you're just dealing with the remnants of scars and very light blemishes. In essence, microdermabrasion is like polishing the surface of your skin. The suction that microdermabrasion does to bring your skin right to the surface where it's being treated also stimulates blood flow to the surface, and it also will help improve your skin's natural collagen production by going there to see kind of like what's going on, what's wrong. That results in firmer, more plump, smooth skin. How many treatments before you see results? I used it on my boyfriend's face one time and he never exfoliates. I mean, he splashes water on his face and like washes. I think he uses the same soap on his hair, his face, and his body. Men, they really give zero cares. And we saw immediate and felt immediate difference on his skin. I mean, immediately. For someone like me, I exfoliate every single day physically using my Clarisonic, which is basically like physically removing the dead layers of skin on your face, and I also chemically exfoliate with AHAs, BHAs, which are acids that kind of eat away the very top layer of your skin to exfoliate it. I also do chemical peels at my dermatologist, and I typically do microdermabrasion at my dermatologist as well. You typically need about 8 to 10 treatments. Now for me, what this device is allowing me to do, since I don't really have dead skin on my face, is this is allowing me to forego going into my dermatologist for those treatments, which runs about $150 per treatment. For the average consumer, even if you do exfoliate your face a little bit, typically, even if you go into a dermatologist's office, you need about 8 to 10 treatments to see results. Now, 6 to 8 treatments spaced 10 days apart. The PMD says that you can do it once a week. I find it better for me since I do exfoliate my face a lot, because there is such a thing as too much exfoliation, which again I'll touch on in a little bit. So I like to use this every 10 days. I did receive this in March, and I have been using it every 10 days since I received it, with the exclusion of when I went on vacation. Other than that, I've been using it. So again, when I go into my doctor's office, it's $150 per microdermabrasion, and typically it only takes my doctor 30 minutes to perform that. I can buy a package of 5 treatments for $600. So the cost of this retails for $159. Now, this is the regular PMD. There are a few different levels. The regular PMD is available in the shades that I will put right here in the corner. There is also a Pmd Plus, which is the same exact device as this. It is available in a different color. The only difference is it comes with more of the exfoliation discs. This comes with 7. The Plus comes with 9. The Plus is also $179 to kind of make up for the cost of those extra discs. Then they also have one that is called the PMD for men, which basically you're getting more abrasive tips and a few other things, because men's skin typically tends to be larger pores and a little more tough than women's due to testosterone. The men's is $165. Then you also have the Pmd Pro. Now, the difference between all of these other models that only have this one speed and the Pmd Pro is the Pmd Pro has 2 speeds, and it also comes with the additional discs just like the Plus. So I'm going to show the picture down here of the different discs I'm going to discuss real quickly. First of all, there are 2 sizes. There's the small disc that is currently on here, and then there is a large one. Now, the small one is meant for face treatments, and the large one is meant for body treatments. What I'm going to use the large ones for is my chest area, because when I was younger, I really did not take care of this, and since I've been taking really good care of my skin, I still have kind of neglected resurfacing the skin on my chest from all the sun damage I had. So I will be using the large ones for that. I just haven't got around to it yet. So the disc options you have, it comes with a white training disc, which is basically going to help you get comfortable with this. And what the discs basically are is, the discs have to do with the abrasion level. Anybody that does nails or is familiar with like a grit of a file, like 100 grit, 120, 160, 180, that has to do with how rough this disc is. Obviously, the rougher the disc, the more aggressive the microdermabrasion treatment is going to be. So every single person, don't try to be a tough guy. Start with the white disc until you get comfortable with how to use it, and also to see what your skin tolerance is. You should gradually step up every abrasion level, so you're not going to like be scarring yourself. The blue disc is used for sensitive. The green disc is a medium level abrasion, and the red disc is a maximum level abrasion. I have actually used all the discs that it came with, so I do need to purchase new ones. Grit will start to dull down. You have to change them. Those are available for purchase online. I had them in a bag of the ones I used, but for the life of me, I can't find where they are right now, which I very well could have thrown them out. So I don't have the other level discs, so I can't speak intelligently about them, so I'm not going to include them in this. But again, on their website, the people at Be Glowing sent this to me, so I will link their website below and all the directions and everything that you can find out how to use this, and it will break down the other abrasion discs. So when you get this, it's going to look like this. Now you want to unscrew this, and if you can see this little ring right here around it, that's the suction ring. So you do need to make sure that that is in place, and you do need to clean this at times. So when you take this apart to clean it all off, you have to make sure that this disc is back in place. You're going to select your abrasion level disc, which again, every single person should start with this white one. You're going to click that down in place. You just push it right on there. Then you're going to put the top of this. You're just going to screw this back on, just like that. Now, I'm not gonna lie, when I saw this picture of her holding this up to her face, the lights are bright, so I don't think you'll be able to see, I thought like, oh, this is wireless, but it's not. You do need to plug it in, so you are gonna need to be near an outlet. So what you do is, there's obviously a shape on this. You're gonna fit it in to that shape, plug it in, and then you twist this to lock it in place. Simple as that. I did film myself using this for the first time, as well as my first impressions, so I will insert some of that video to show you. And I'm just going to give you a brief explanation of how this works. So I am going to show you right now an animation of what makes the PMD effective against your skin and how to use it. So here is a close-up of your skin and what the layers look like. Your skin is made up of 3 main layers. The stratum corneum, which is the top tough layer that's made up of dead skin cells and oils, which in microdermabrasion we're trying to remove this top layer. By breaking it down or removing it, we'll have better absorption of serums and moisturizers. The epidermis is made up of fresh skin cells that are developing and pushing towards the surface that will eventually become the stratum corneum. Next is the dermis, and that is where all new skin growth occurs. So if you don't exfoliate that top layer of skin, when you put moistures and serums on, they just sit on top and they're never really able to fully penetrate the skin. Now, when you use the PMD or any microdermabrasion, it's going to remove that top layer of the stratum corneum, exposing fresh new skin underneath. And now when you place your moisturizers and serums on top of that fresh skin, they're better able to absorb it by up to 20%. It helps make your skincare much more effective. And with regular use, it will expose fresh, new, radiant skin. So there are 2 different types of dermabrasion that I am familiar with. One is where your skin is blasted with really fine microcrystals that will cause the dermabrasion on your skin. The other one I'm aware of is something like this, where the dermabrasion is done by a disc and it is very controlled. So you can get a little closer into your eye area. The one that blasts like the sand, in essence, what it is, you cannot get anywhere near the eye area because that could go into your eyes and obviously cause damage. You also are not going to be able to do a sand blasting on your skin basically at home, where this you can use. Now I'm going to play for you the clip of me first using it. I'm going to give you some pointers of what I read and how to do it. This is my first impression of the Pmd Personal Microderm. It comes with a white tip on the end here, and that is like the training ultra sensitive tip. And it recommends that you turn it on and go for about 7 seconds on the inside here on this thumb part. I think that that's just really to get that rough first layer off. Like if you've ever used a nail file, when you first open it, that could have that black dusty grit around. So first I'm going to turn this on and I'm going to rub it for 7 seconds. Okay, so that's the noise you just heard it make. Basically what this is like a vacuum. It's going to suck your skin in just lightly, you know, just to provide some suction, and then this little pad in the middle there exfoliates your skin. You're not supposed to go over the same spot more than twice. I'm just going to do it once because I do exfoliate my skin every night. I would already recommend with this is that you do not do this if you are using Retin-A or anything that's really high like that. It recommends that you stop it 48 hours in advance. Here I wanted to test it out on my neck first before I put it on my face. So as you can see, my face did get a little red. You can see in this little clear part in here, it's really hard to see on camera, but there are little flecks of kind of dead skin in there. After, you should rinse your face. I'm gonna go over my face now with a toner to even back out the pH balance. Basically, you don't want to hover anywhere too long. Like, you don't want to like have it suck up your skin and just hold it like zzz, because you can over exfoliate your face. And for someone like me who already uses, you know, Retin-A and other things, my skin is pretty thin because I don't have that really thick stratum cornea all over my skin. Now again, I'm going to be 34 years old in November, and I think my skin is in pretty good condition, and it has not always been like this. When I turned 30, I really started taking care of my skin. That is when I started with the sunscreens every day. I actually went to a med spa because I was really unhappy with my smile lines from the corner of my nose down towards the corner of my mouth. And she actually like showed me the way. I did a chemical peel. That's when I started with the Obagi. I did some microdermabrasion with her. I actually did 2 chemical peels that first year. Started with the Obagi, microdermabrasion, and oh my god, like my skin has plumped up. It's not dull anymore. Like the discoloration spots I had this dark circle right here. And again, if you're not familiar with my skincare video, I will link it below so you can go check it out, where it will show you before and after of how dull my skin was on my forehead and all the freckles and the lines I had on there versus what it looks like now. I mean, it's never too late to start taking care of your skin, and being proactive is better than being reactive. Unlike me, I already use my Clarisonic and again, chemical exfoliation, but this is my another physical one that I do. And I am careful not to overdo it because I've seen videos where people use this improperly with the either jumped right up to the super strong disc, they hovered in one place too long. I mean, you do have to be careful because this is the skin on your face and it is possible to scar yourself with anything. So if you are a very clumsy person or you don't like to read directions, this is not going to be the tool for you. Go pay the $150 a treatment in your dermatologist because there is a possibility that you could hurt yourself with this. And when I mean hurt yourself, I mean you're not gonna die, but if you were to, again, say you just tried this for the first time and you put the most abrasive face, the large disc that's meant for the body, and you were to just hold it on your face like this in one spot and not pay attention, I mean, you would get a red over-exfoliated area, which could be like a scar because the whole rest of your skin wouldn't be the same. Now, you can treat stretch marks with this. I have seen really good results from people online when I searched for it. I have not done that yet. They do recommend that you watch the DVD that comes with it. I mean, that is like a must. I will link the DVD, again, the video directly to it in case you lost it or you're curious to see before, down in the description bar below. Coming from someone that does work in the professional beauty industry, obviously going to a professional is always ideal, just because that's like a no-brainer. You don't really have to think about what you're doing or anything like that, but financially that's not always possible for everybody, so this is a great alternative. So again, I liked it so much that I purchased one with my own money, and I am going to be giving that away in this video. This giveaway is going to run from the day this video goes live all the way until July 15th. That is when it will close. On July 16th, I will announce the winner. So I have a Cosmoprof convention coming up in July, and I'm going to be in Las Vegas for a week doing a huge beauty convention that's at the Mandalay Bay. So I will not be here during that time, but I can definitely reply to some of the comments in my sales meetings and things. It'll give me something to do for that week that I'm there. The details, guys, and everything I talk about will be listed below for a reference. Here are a few rules of the giveaway. 1 entry per person, please. No giveaway accounts, but you must be 18 years old or older. Due to the nature of the product, I would feel horrible if like a 15 or 16-year-old like maimed their face or something by not following the directions, and I can't have that on my shoulders. So 18 years old or plus, please. This is open internationally, although you would need to have a converter because this is not dual voltage. Winners will be chosen at random by a name generator, and names will be entered into that generator by me, given the following. So the last giveaway video I did was for my eye mats haul, and I loved so much reading all the positive things that you guys had to say that this video is going to be much along the same lines. The way I will put your names in is you need to comment down below of 2 things about yourself that you love. One has to be a characteristic, and the other one has to be a physical characteristic about yourself that you love. We're gonna focus on good things. So something I love about myself is I think I am very intelligent. You may disagree, but I don't. And it's definitely something that I work towards, you know, learning about new things, but that is something that I take pride in myself for. And a physical characteristic of something I love is I think I have really nice long nail beds, and I really like that. Those are two things that I like about myself. Maybe yours is your resiliency, or maybe it's you're very kind, or you know, you're very giving. Whatever it is, I would love to hear it. The way you'll know that I've entered your name is I will like your comment. Not everybody has their reply enabled on Google Plus, so I like to try to reply to everyone's comments, but I can't always. So if I just thumb up your comment, that means I have liked it. I think it would be awesome if you guys would read through and see some of the things that people are saying. It could be things that, you know, someone mentions, maybe they're like, oh, I really like my hairline or something. Someone would be like, oh, you know, I have a nice hairline too, and I never even thought that. So it would be nice if you guys could go and give other people's comments a thumbs up or comment on them again, because it's really nice. Everything I talk about, as always, guys, is listed in the description box below. If you're on a mobile device, just click the arrow next to the title of this video and the drop-down bar will come. And if you're on a desktop, simply click on the Show More button below and it will open up to show you everything you need to know. If you guys have any other specific questions about the use of this that I can answer, I'd be happy to. Please let me know in the comment section down below. If you guys have any other questions or comments or concerns, please let me know. Hopefully it's pretty straightforward and you guys will just be able to leave the things about yourself that you love. Thank you so much for tuning in, as always, guys. I wish you guys the best of luck. I wish I had enough to give each one of you guys something, because all the viewers on my channel have been amazing. Thank you so much for tuning in, and I'll see you next time, guys. Bye.